And welcome back to Pi M Squared. Today we'll be going over the number 6 problem of the team round of the 2019 Pi M Squared. Miss Fortune flips 3 unfair coins. These unfair coins have a 3/4 chance of landing heads and a 1/4 chance of landing tails. What is the probability that at least one of the coins lands on tails? Okay, so for these types of problems, it's a probability and you see the word at least. So when you see the word at least, you should be thinking one thing, and it's subtract the probability of it not happening. Okay? So the probability of you landing at least one tail is the same thing as you 1 minus the probability of all heads, right? Because 1 is the total possibility of everything in the sample space. And then if you subtract the probability that everything lands heads, then that means that there's at least one tails. So it should give you the correct answer. So if you see the at least, always subtract 1 minus the probability that this doesn't happen, and you should always get the answer in a relatively easy fashion. Okay? So all we need to do is 1 minus the probability that all of them are heads. So there are a 3/4 chance of landing heads, and there are 3 coins. So it's 3/4 cubed. So it turns out to be 1 minus 27 over 64, which is equal to 64 over 64 minus 27 over 64, which is equal to, I believe, 37 over 64. So that is your correct answer. There's a 37 over 64 chance that at least one of the coins lands on tails, and it should be a pretty high probability. Even if this probability of tails was really low, there's actually once it starts building up, the probability that none of them land on tails actually gets really, really small. So there was a problem with a bunch of people in the room, like 30, and then what's the probability they have the same birthday? But each person having the same birthday is so unlikely. It's 1 over 365. But once you have 30 people in a room, it's almost a 50% chance that one of them will share a birthday with another person. So that number gets really small really fast. But all you really need to know for these types of problems is it's 1 minus if you see the at least, and don't get concerned if the number seems a little too big, because believe me, it's hard to imagine how fast it really disappears. All right, that's how you would solve this type of probability problem. Thanks for watching.